This is NASCAR.
The following is a special presentation of Speed Vision on Fox Sports Net.
Back on NASCAR Inside Winston Cup to check some of the news headlines of the week now. We will start with qualifying Wednesday night. Bobby Labonte took his 5th Bud Pole Award at 99 and 2nd straight at Charlotte. His lap of 185.682 miles an hour, just missing breaking the track record, but it was good enough to edge Rusty Wallace for the pole. Hendrick Motorsports announced that Jeff Gordon has signed a lifetime contract to remain driver of the 24 car for as long as he races. He also assumes an ownership position in that car, so take Gordon out of the rumor mill. Period. Cal Wells will bring Champ Car driver Scott Pruitt to the Winston Cup circuit next year. That's Scott on the left and Cal on the right. 39-year-old Pruitt currently drives for Wells' Champ Car team, and this was Sunday. I don't even want to know what this guy's doing. 4 inches of rain falling on the Speedway Sunday, forcing us to end up racing here today. The other piece of news from the week, this fine little display at Martinsville. I think we talked about that on our program last week. That did end up costing Tony Stewart $5,000 in fines on Wednesday for actions detrimental to the sport. And we come back to talk about some of the headlines now with Kenny, Johnny, and Mikey, starting with qualifying Wednesday. How much of a difference did running early make versus running late? That's always a topic when we go to Charlotte, but it didn't seem like it was a big deal this time.
No, and it wasn't in the spring either. We had notes. I went out like 3rd or 4th in the spring and wound up 26th, and it just seems like at Charlotte, used to, it was a big deal. But then again, this time it wasn't again. So I guess it just was so cool that the track just really couldn't improve a whole lot. It was in really good shape, obviously, by Bobby Labonte almost breaking the track record. And so early or late didn't really matter. Now in the Busch cars, it was different. But you know what? We'll get to that later.
Thank you very much. I bet
let's skip right to that. You want to?
I bet you'd like us to.
Okay, Jeff Gordon won the Cup race, and now for the highlights of the Busch Series, let's jump right in there.
Yeah. Scott Pruitt, how much do you know about him? How tough is his job going to be trying to adjust to Winston Cup racing?
You can run the Busch car for 3 years and then jump in the Winston Cup, and it's tough. So, you know, he's run some IROC races. That's going to help him some, but, I mean, it's going to be tough for him.
You won't know until Rockingham, basically, next year. He'll go to Daytona, and that's a breeze. You know, if you got a fast car, you look good down there, and you can survive and be competitive. But, man, when they unload them at Rockingham Friday morning and you got to jump out there and make that race, that really is tough. And so I'm excited to see how Scott does. I like Scott a lot. I've known him because we had an association with Pennzoil together, and I think it's great that he's coming to our sport.
I think it would be really great because you got a car owner that's not from Winston Cup, and I got a driver not from, you know, that arena. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out as it goes.
Got their work cut out for him, that's for sure. Stewart's fine. Any comments?
Nah, it's just emotion.
Well, the fans love it.
Just emotion? How much emotion? You thought that was going to be, what, $3,500, $4,000?
Right.
Yeah, turned out being $5,000 worth of emotion.
Which I guess my emotion cost me 10 grand.
Yeah, you were really emotional.
That's because you got to him. Tony didn't.
And on Jeff Gordon with the Hendrick deal, signing up, that's cool. He'll be
big deal.
The only thing is Ray Evernham was signed up to 2006, and he's gone. So
the rumor pot stirs already.
Sometimes you can change things with a swipe of an ink pen.
There you go. All right, we'll take a break here, come back and get into our review of this afternoon's event from Lowe's Motor Speedway. It was the UAW GM 500, and we'll talk about it when we come back.
To get Speed Vision added to your local cable lineup, call 1-888-22-SPEED.
Fox Sports News Prime Time, your Sunday night source for all the day's NFL action.
But wait, there's more.
From the playmakers
He's off to the races. Touchdown!
to the game breakers and newsmakers. Want the latest? You've got it. Woo! Catch Keith, Kevin, NFL coaching great Marv Levy, and our all-pro team of analysts. Wow. We cover the NFL.
You bet.
Fox Sports News Primetime, Sunday night, every night.
Something big is terrorizing towns all across America. Hardee's Monster Burger. 2 beef patties, 3 slices of cheese, and 4 strips of bacon.
We got a situation here. I need tanks, artillery, tear gas.
Stop, it's just a burger. It can't hurt anybody.
Good point.
And it's not alone. Hardee's Monster Roast Beef. Lots of cheese, bacon, and roast beef piled real high. The Monster Burger and Monster Roast Beef. Only at Hardee's.
Without a father in her life, she'll be 53% more likely to attempt suicide. Even if you don't live with your kids, your emotional and financial support gives them a better chance.
I'll be the best friend you ever had.
Don't miss the action of Badger volleyball as they hit the court to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Friday night at 7 on MSC, your Badger Sports Connection.
Congratulations to MSC on 10 years of service.
It's amazing, you know. I think it just shows what happens when, you know, the focus isn't 100%. I mean, the focus was good, but it just wasn't 100%. I think the team sensed that a little bit. Now they know where the focus is, and the focus is 100%. And they're committed. I'm committed, you know, and we're just working together, making a great team effort out of it. Brian Watson's a lot of fun to work with. He knows a lot about the race cars. He's very calm, and, you know, we make decisions together. I don't make any by myself. He doesn't make any by himself. You know, we do it together, and that's the way it should be.
Jeff Gordon in Victory Lane in Charlotte this afternoon. Welcome back to NASCAR Inside Winston Cup. Here to review the event now with Michael Waltrip, Johnny Benson, and Ken Schrader. It was the UAW GM 500, 334 laps the distance, 21 lead changes among 10 drivers. Surprising number there, only 2 caution flags for 9 laps. It resulted in the fastest average speed for a Winston Cup race ever in the 40-year history of what is now Lowe's Motor Speedway. Get our discussion going by looking at some of the action from the early laps of the race today. Rusty Wallace jumped out in front of Bobby Labonte at the start of the race, the green flag, as they shared the front row. He led the first 13 laps, then Bobby moved back by and led for a few laps anyway. And while we watch that, I want to talk about how track conditions were different from the last practice Saturday to the start of the race today. All the rain that washed all the rubber off the racetrack and so on. What'd you find in your first few laps, and did you have to feel it out and take it a little easy in the first few laps?
First couple laps seemed like, yeah, it was, maybe it'll be okay. And then after like 5 laps, the track just got extremely slick. And then it took a while for that to go away after the first, you know, pit stops that we had before some of that went away.
We started out pretty good and got worse. So we weren't bad when the track was all clean and everything was off it, but the more they ran, the worse we got.
Make any changes to your cars this morning, expecting lots of different conditions? I didn't hear too many people.
No.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that.
It goes back so quick. I mean, you know, you put 43 cars in there, and after you run 50 laps, you lay that rubber down quick, and, you know, you maybe made changes that help you that first 50, but then you got to struggle with it the rest of the race. So it goes back quick, and you know that.
While we watch Jeff Gordon moving through the pack early on, let's discuss this. I expected a pretty narrow racing groove for a while, but as you see there, it didn't take long for folks to start climbing the hill. One driver in particular who's sitting down the end of the table here.
You started about, what, lap 2?
Yeah, my car, when they threw the green flag, it was loose, bad. But then by the end of the first run, I mean, I was running great times compared to everybody else. And a lot of people were hooking the bottom, but it just seemed like to me that the top was there and it was very usable.
How surprising that it was that usable that quick, because again, 4 inches of rain on Sunday.
Well, turn 1 never wasn't usable very quick. It didn't look like you wanted to go up there, and on the parade lap there was some seepage of water around the top, and so I think that kind of got everybody's attention. But in 3 and 4 it opened up in a hurry, and you could run the track. It's funny, the rubber was washed off, and I think this is pretty neat. And you run a few laps and you see a distinct groove around the turn, and then it's white above that. But you can truck off into that white stuff, and the car will stick. And then before the end of the race, the groove was from the top to the bottom. There was no white stuff left, people running that high. So I think it washes the rubber off, but with the aging of the track, it accepts rubber that quick. You know, as soon as you run through there a couple of times, it begins to lay down some color and you feel better about running up there.
I'm impressed with his answer.
It accepts rubber.
Yeah, it accepts rubber. I thought that was pretty good, Mikey.
It doesn't reject it.
You know what? He took two words to use that were big words, and he got the meaning right this time.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good. Lap 18, the first of only 2 caution flags in the race. Matt Kenseth was running 26th off turn 4.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely got loose, and then Jeff kind of helped him the rest of the way around, and we were actually real fortunate. This could have been huge, and he slides up track. Kenny makes a great move to go down below him, and you know, I was there about a car length behind him there, but that was big.
There wasn't much that Jeff Burton could do there. Jeff Burton, I mean,
no doubt.
When he came across, and there was nothing that Jeff Burton could do, and like Johnny said, this could have been a lot bigger.
Yeah, and he's hoping and praying that nothing, I mean, that's, when you expose that left side to the oncoming traffic, man, you sit there holding on the brakes and the steering wheel looking and thinking, please miss me, and fortunately everybody did.
Bill Elliott, who was right behind Matt Kenseth, did not hit him to send him around.
He just got loose.
And I was surprised, as soft and as wet as the grass was, that Matt went sliding right across the top there, and that didn't, you know, that had the potential to get a little uglier.
Yeah, it could have, but I think with the water on there, the car just got right up on top of it. And actually, I was surprised, because usually you see somebody go through the grass, they're going to hit the outside wall, and he didn't do that, so I thought that was pretty good.
Why only 2 cautions in this race?
Scared.
Yeah, we're getting better. It goes back to what we've said time and time again.
Tell him again, Kenny.
I'll tell him one more time. Now listen this time.
And then next time we'll just tell him it's that thing we always say.
Yeah, it's that thing we always talk about.
I mean, we're live tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the show. It's
and
live.
it's 7:17 or so.
Yeah, and it ain't raining, is it?
It's not raining either.
Okay. Now tell him, Schrader.
Okay.
Why? Only 2 cautions.
Only 2 cautions. When you get those tracks that are slick, and for whatever reason the tires are different, and you're doing a lot of slipping and sliding, for some reason you think we'd have more yellows, but everybody's kind of on top of the wheel, and we don't usually wreck as much. When you get those places, you just barrel down in there and jam the throttle and hook right around.
Or like this coming weekend.
Or like this coming weekend.
Where you don't have to, I think what it is, you don't have to worry about, at Talladega, getting around the tracks, you forget that. You just got to pass everybody. But at Charlotte, you've got to totally concentrate 100% to make it around the track without wrecking, and we give each other a little extra room. There probably won't be
We'll make up for it.
Yeah, we'll make up for that.
There'll be no give and take this week, even though they'll tell us about it at driver's meeting. And we'll all go yes.
But we digress. Next week
why.
comes up later in the program.
Can I have
Thank
a
you.
piece of paper? I want to write down a few notes of what we've discussed. And at the end of the show, we'll review it.
We'll go back and
I'll tell everybody what we've learned.
We'll rerun the tape. We'll have instant replay. Why did the field get so spread out so fast today? I mean, we weren't, what, 50, 70 laps into the race, and there's about 20 cars, 23 cars a lap down.
I think Charlotte.
Yeah.
Going
so dang fast, we couldn't keep up.
Charlotte's kind of that way, though. When you start the race with no rubber on the track, you get a couple of guys that just really get going fast, and they seem to make their adjustments to the cars and make their cars better when the rubber does get in the track.
Right. It's better when there's rubber around the facility, because you can stick all over, and it just, some people hit the combo and some don't.
And so that explains why the field got so spread out so fast.
Let's move on.
Yep. What's next?
It's our expert panel. How about a commercial?
Okay. This will be a good time, because we're pretty much out.
Yeah. We'll regroup here, come back with more of our discussion, I think, in just a minute.
1982's National 500 at Charlotte was not a good race for Richard Petty, as he started a 10-car accident that collected Darrell Waltrip and Dale Earnhardt, among others. But it was a great race for pole sitter Harry Gant, who pushed ahead 2.93 seconds from Bill Elliott to take the win in this Home Depot flashback.
Some things are obvious from the start. Like, things turn out better when you work together. That's why the UAW International Union and General Motors Corporation got together to create programs to improve skills and safety, to educate, to promote teamwork and build better quality cars and trucks. Assembly line to finish finish line. Teamwork wins.
Are you looking for adventure in the outdoors? Are these the experiences you live for? If you answered yes, then the Outdoor Life Network is your network. It's the only place you can turn to at any time, every day, to get the tips and techniques that will inspire your next outdoor adventure. If you don't currently get OLN, call 1-800-OUTDOOR and ask your cable operator to add it to their lineup. The journey of a lifetime begins with a single call. So call today, right now, and tell them you want the Outdoor Life Network, Adventure TV.
Back on NASCAR Inside Winston Cup, reviewing today's UAW GM 500 with Michael Waltrip, Johnny Benson, and Ken Schrader. The race ran green for Matt Kenseth's spin that we saw a little while ago at lap 18 until lap 197 when Jeff Burton got in trouble. Same spot off of turn 4.
Oh, me? You don't see that every day.
No, but you understand how it can happen. I mean, it's just real easy to do that.
Explain why.
Well, because
please.
Slick, like we were talking about before.
I'm not going to fill this out myself here. Come on.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, he just got loose. So that set up yellow flag pit stops.
Which the pit stops were timely for a bunch of us because the leaders was about to catch us again. And you can see here Bobby Labonte's team did not waste any time on pit road, made a great stop, got out first.
See the crew on Dale Jarrett's car there, it looked like wanted to put a little tape on the right front corner of his car maybe, and too late. He got away before they got it done.
You want to do those things if you can do them and not slow down the stop, but man, track position is so important that what you can gain by putting a little tape, I guess they felt like wasn't worth leaving the car sitting there for.
Pretty gutsy for them guys to jump in front of the car too when the jack comes down. Because we will go.
Excuse me, I think I'll step aside. After pit stops under this yellow, Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett, who had moved into the top 2 spots and pretty much dominated the middle segment of the race, fell back. And we had some new players come rolling up to the front. Mike Skinner and Jeff Gordon took a crack at leading things for a little bit. And it looked like to me, through a lot of the day, not just in this segment of the race, but people were having trouble staying low and passing people down low.
The track was real slick on the bottom for whatever reason. It was like one set of tires, the car's really good on the bottom. Next set, man, you're about ready to spin out every time coming off the corners. So I'm not sure if it's actually just the tires that we're having or just the track just getting greased up.
Well, when you get underneath someone on the inside of them, you know, it binds you up coming off the turn. You don't have that extra car width to let the car float out against the wall. You have to keep it bound up a little more, which tends to loosen the car up.
How much did the new tire play into things today? I mean, there's a big topic of discussion going into the weekend. We saw a lot of guys struggle with their handling today. Was that a big factor in all that?
The new tires definitely. I did this tire test, but I did it in...
Boy, you wouldn't be... I wouldn't tell a lot of people that.
Yeah. I did it like in early April or late March at nighttime, and the tire felt wonderful. But we've struggled with it a couple weeks now, you know. So yes, new tire. Charlotte hasn't changed much, and it still didn't. And you know, but the stuff that we had to do, the cars did because of the tire.
Pit stops after the Jeff Burton crash came with 200 miles to go, and one of the key sequences in the race happened with 100 miles to go. Mike Skinner, Jeff Gordon come to pit road first and second. Watch this.
You can race right to that line, and Jeff did that. He drove up beside Skinner and
he's got him pinned out.
Right, watch how he keeps Skinner boxed out of his pit stall here.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt you on your time getting in your pit stall and the whole deal. But you know, Jeff had it smart. You know, he knew he was further down. And he took the inside instead of the outside.
And sometimes when you're, you know, it looked kind of bad on Skinner, Gordon beating him in like that. But when you're the second guy, it's a lot easier to outdo the first guy. Because the first guy, he doesn't have anything really to judge off of. And the second guy can, when you do it every time, you say, man, I could have done that a little better. And the second guy can go off of what the first guy did and get in there a little harder. So that happens a lot.
The question came up pretty quickly after the race. How was Gordon not speeding there? There's a very simple explanation.
Wasn't on pit road yet. He wasn't on the area the speed limit is enforced from the start of the first pit box to the end of the last pit box, and he ran up and caught him before the first pit box.
Get your hands up a little when you're doing that.
There you get them on camera. There you go. Thank you. The pit stops put Gordon into the lead. Bobby Labonte to second. Bobby moved up and took the lead from Jeff with 58 laps to go. It kind of left Gordon behind him for a little while to deal with Skinner.
Yeah, the 18 car, you know, I think I kind of felt like he was going to win the race. He was real strong all day long and got around Jeff right there in my rearview mirror as they were getting ready to come up and put a lap on me and some other guys battling there for places in the top 15. But Bobby was really good, and yeah, those two decided to go around me on both sides. So that's kind of how my day was going.
Gordon got rolling and was 1.2 seconds behind Bobby Labonte with 20 laps to go after overtaking Skinner there, and caught him for the lead with 7 laps to go. There you see the distance, 13 to go there.
That's pretty impressive.
In just 6 laps, he caught him and passed him.
Well, I don't know. I think some lap traffic may have came into play here, but you know, but Jeff's car was probably a little too loose for him at the start of that deal, and then as the longer they went, the car got better and better. Lap traffic obviously always plays a role in some of these tracks where momentum is such a big deal, and you know, he caught him and got by him and went for the win.
And that's impressive, diving down on the bottom and driving around a car like that.
Yeah, and especially because the bottom, he wasn't quite on the bottom, and the very bottom is a little bit better. His little car was working.
Here's something we could talk about. How come Bobby Labonte won more money than Jeff Gordon?
Pole and by lap sled.
$23,000 for the pole.
Well, y'all don't have.
You said we could talk about it.
I forgot.
Dale Jarrett definitely did what he needed to do.
He did. He
comes in 8th place, I think, and good strong run.
Jeff Gordon's 7th win of '99, second straight with Brian Weitzel. They're batting 1,000. They don't know what it's like to lose yet.
Didn't want to hear that. Think we ought to call him, Mikey?
Can you get out of them? Top 10s for Kevin LePage and Steve Park. Bill Elliott in 11th was the first car, 1 lap down. There's Jeff Burton in 37th. Only 5 of the 43 starters failed to finish. What are you waving at me about?
We need to watch that Jeff Gordon. That kid's going to be good, isn't he, Mike?
Yeah, and this new crew chief of his, he doesn't seem to be
all that
dragging them down that much.
No, they're going to seem like they're going to survive this whole ordeal.
Tony Stewart.
251 to 222 for Bobby Labonte. He gains a little bit of ground on Dale Jarrett. And there you look at the rest of the top 10. Schrader's 13th, 237 points out of 10th. We're back in just a minute to talk about the Busch Series race from Saturday. Imagine that.
If you were awarded a structured settlement or lottery winnings payable over time, enjoy your money now. Call for your qualifying analysis and receive this information kit free.
Call 1-888-CASH-517 to get cash for your lottery winnings or structured settlement. Get the cash you need today. Call Singer at 1-888-CASH-517.
To get Speed Vision added to your cable channel lineup, call toll-free 1-888-22-SPEED before the 99 season passes you by.
It's not an easy job. You have to do windows. It's cramped. It's loud. The pace is frantic. The pressure's intense. And the competition's brutal. So when a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series driver tells you they've had a tough day at the office, take their word for it. This is NASCAR.
When precision, quality, and speed count, depend on Craftsman. When you need the power of a wrench with the speed of a ratchet, reach for the Craftsman Quick Wrench. The Craftsman Quick Wrench's unique open-end design lets you ratchet around fasteners. There's no need to reposition. Every quick wrench is up to 30% longer than conventional wrenches. That means extra leverage, more torque, and extended reach for tight spaces. Like other Craftsman hand tools, the Quick Wrench is guaranteed forever. Craftsman makes anything possible.
Tonight on Fox Sports News Primetime. Red Sox, Indians, do or die for the ALCS. Highlights and reaction from the Jake. Plus, Michael Irvin suffers a spinal injury. How long will this cowboy be out? And the Jets try to rev their engines as they host the Jags in a Monday night division matchup.
10 on the last word.
When we talked with home run hero Todd Pratt, get the last word on those amazing Mets. Fox Sports News Primetime, followed by the last word tonight starting at 10.
Speed Vision on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back on NASCAR Inside Winston Cup. Time now to review the NASCAR Busch Series race from Saturday. It was the All-Pro bumper-to-bumper 300 from Lowe's Motor Speedway. 200 laps, 300 miles, 18 lead changes among 8 drivers, 6 cautions for 28 laps, and the margin of victory, 3.751 seconds for the eventual winner.
Wasn't even close.
Let's just let Mikey handle this whole segment, okay? Mikey,
right.
you just walk us through the Busch race.
Okay. It looked like the winner would come from one of 4 cars here at the start. Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That might have been what it looked like to you.
So how about the early going for that Band-Aid car that started 31st?
Well, I was moving up real good.
You were on pit road qualifying. Didn't think you were going to get in.
I didn't think I was going to, and I'm sure you wasn't.
Hey, you had to go there, huh?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
These guys were really strong, obviously, all day long. When you start 31st in such a competitive field, it takes you a while to kind of establish yourself as a threat. So all day long, that's kind of what we were trying to do. Is Mark and Jeff and Matt and those guys were showing off out front. We were really
figuring fuel mileage.
We were really making some great moves coming up through the field. I mean, it's easy to start up front and then lead the race, but when you start 31st, it takes a little time. And my whole story was, any good book's got a storyline, a plot, and then it has a little bit of excitement before everything develops. Put my storyline together.
Don't take too long to tell us your storyline, or we won't have time for the last chapter.
Okay, show more.
6 cautions in the race. 5 were for crashes, 1 for a light rain shower. This is the final caution at lap 112.
Okay, Roy Jones spun out Randy LaJoy right in front of me.
Oh, you were right there, too.
Well, now, take a look at the second angle, looking forward from LaJoy's car, and you tell me.
Hey, it's his TV show. When you get yours,
what?
He's on the bottom.
Oh, we got it. Let me just look.
Did you hit him?
I flat spotted my tires. I had to come in the pits. I didn't come in to get gas to try to stroke my way to the win. I came in because I'd flat spotted my Goodyear Eagles. I needed 4 more. Let me go back to the Buckshot Jones Randy LaJoy deal. Randy said Buckshot spun him out and he hit the wall, and luckily he had one of his LaJoy seats in and he didn't get hurt. And if I would tell everybody that Buckshot hit him and wrecked his car, I could get a free seat, so. Oh. Buckshot wrecked Randy. I got a seat coming. Go ahead.
53 laps to go. Mark Martin's leading, the biggest lead anyone's had all race long, and suddenly...
That's not very big.
Well, that's not... We'll get to the point.
That's not a real big lead.
Wait a minute here.
You mean that's all the head he was?
Cut to the next clip. There we go.
It was just a matter of time. Okay, there.
Oh,
see, you know what happened?
All by himself.
Had a flat tire.
There you go. And it did what?
It tore his brake lines out.
Thank you very much.
Mark said he had the same thing happen in the Cup car at Texas, and he felt it and he had the same feeling. And when we went down in turn 1, he let off really early, and that kept him from having a wreck. So Mark was able to get to pit road, but the damage was done. He didn't have any brakes on his little hot rod.
Wound up finishing 36th, did Mark Martin. And so he is out of the race. Now,
who else is left?
We're getting
nobody in your league, Mike.
Who else I got to get through?
Back to, heck, now you even lost me here. Let's see. Mike and Mike McLaughlin pitted at lap 112. That was the last caution of the race, so everybody else had to come in under the green flag.
Well, that's how
Go ahead, it's your show.
This is Matt Kenseth getting a great pit stop. He was in and out in a hurry, but came out a lap down. And a lot of the guys, these fresh tires, you can see, even though there's only 40 laps to go, people are putting on 4 tires. Earnhardt Jr. said when he got his last set here, his car was extremely loose. His car didn't handle like it had earlier in the day, which kind of hurt his efforts. He actually was the guy that was leading of everybody that pitted. But Jeff Gordon got his stuff together after his pit stop that we'll see here in a second. And he ran by all those guys and made it up to second.
You're acting like you've actually seen these clips before.
Yeah, Gordon's got a great stop here. You can see the guy with the right rear tire. Look, he's put the tire in. Now watch.
He's watched the Busch race 10 times since Saturday.
The chassis adjustment there for Gordon, which really helped him. I made a chassis adjustment too, but it made my car loose. But that helped me get really good gas mileage, because if you're not pushing, you're not shoving, and you're using less gas.
You must have got just a little bit better gas mileage than the other guy that stayed out, right?
Yeah, I was running him hard.
Oh, you were all over him. You were wearing him down.
Now, wait a minute.
No, not this part. See, I'm in front of him, but I'm really taking it easy, conserving gas, and he's burning the heck out of fuel trying to catch me.
Oh, yeah.
So when he got there...
I knew the way he was driving, trying to catch you, he couldn't last.
And then he figured, let him up front, I'll draft him for a while so I can run out.
That's exactly right. And then
13 to go here.
13 to go here. We let him go by. And a lot of traffic, a lot of stuff going on there I didn't feel like dealing with at the time. And let him go on by here in a minute.
Yeah, you're letting him go.
Show where you hit him?
He takes a couple guys with him. I said, get on over there, Mike. I need some draft.
All right, now we get the white flag. And come back around to turn 2, final lap.
You get a good run on him.
Just getting ready to make my move. I said, man, that was a good move I made.
You scared him.
I said, I'm just getting ready to make my move. And then when I did it, I said, hey, it worked that time. It never worked before. I made all kinds of moves.
In case anybody doesn't really know, Mike McLaughlin had a little shortage of fuel right there, too.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't realize that?
I thought I just pulled off my first move that I was so proud of. But we got back to the checkered flag and made our lap back to the pit and drove to victory lane. So we were okay on fuel.
Like he's done it 100 times.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The good thing about that is one of the greatest sponsors in the Busch Series is Band-Aid. They've been in the series since 1993, and they hadn't won a race before. So we finally got them a victory, and just to have Macy and Caitlin, look at those two precious girls, and Buffy and Victory Lane with us on Sunday or Saturday afternoon was quite a thrill. I was going to bring the trophy, but Leroy, I told Daddy he could have it, and he was serious about getting it. And, he sent someone after it before I even got out of the victory lane, and I ain't seen it since. So I got to go over to Mom and Dad's and see how my trophy looks on there.
There you go. The finish order, while we asked Mikey about running 87 laps on his final tank of fuel, how much were you saving?
Well, we thought we could go 84, and I just had to really conserve. I would run the corners hard and then kind of cruise down the straightaway trying to save enough to make 3 extra laps.
What'd you have left?
They said it held 21.5, and so I had a half a gallon.
3 gallons. You had about 3 gallons left, huh?
Yeah, I had a half a gallon or so. Well, that's thanks to Bobby Kennedy. He got on me. He said, you got to get some gas in these cars and get these cars up to where you can win one of them on gas mileage one day if it comes. So I got to thank Bobby for that.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Dale Jr. got 5th, Matt Kenseth 7th, Jeff Green 15th, and so the championship standings now with 4 races to go. Dale Jr. adds 4 points to his lead because Matt led the most laps. And you saw 117 between the two now. The Busch Series cars off this coming weekend. They run at Rockingham 1 week from Saturday.
This week's Castrol Flashback Fact takes us back to October 12th, 1932, when 2-time Winston Cup champion Ned Jarrett is born.
Extreme stress, searing heat. No one can break down a motor oil faster than a police force. That's why police forces around the country use Castrol GTX, the only leading 10W30 that provides maximum protection against both viscosity and thermal breakdown. Because some people have more important things to worry about than motor oil. Castrol GTX. Drive hard. And try Castrol Syntec Blend for added synthetic protection.
What's life without speed vision on your TV? It's a world where the 64 GTO never existed, and everyone drives a white minivan. Ferrari doesn't make cars, just glitzy leather handbags. Still not getting it? Speed vision is bad boys on the big screen and all the big tracks live.
Are you getting it now? No? Then call 1-888-22-SPEED to get speed vision added to your cable channel lineup.
Get speed vision on your TV and into your life, because a life with speed vision in it is, well, you get it.
Time to review now Friday night's NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race. Louisville, Kentucky was the place. It was the Kroger 225. And we look at the facts and figures. 98.55 miles the distance for the 225 laps. A lot of cautions, a lot of caution flag laps.
How about that average speed?
Yeah.
57.4.
This was not an artistic success. I don't believe this one was. Let's get right to the crashing and bashing. Why don't we? Lap 62, Mike Wallace and Jack Sprague tangle. Now, they've tangled several times before this season, usually with Wallace on the losing end.
Yeah, he's not on losing end this time. I guess we'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that Oakwood Homes truck dodging that? I think.
This is our
The
expert.
60 truck's got a better idea.
This is our expert panel's review here. Anybody?
Just barely hit him.
Oh, he hit him once.
Yeah, got him once. Now he's going to go after him.
Got him again.
Really, though, that wasn't Mike's fault because as Dick Trickles taught us, all Mike did was bump him. Now, Jack had the option to save it or spin, and he went ahead, he elected to go ahead and spin out.
And plus, it was half Jack's fault.
Because he went out on the track with the rest of them.
Racing Philosophy 101. Lap number 80, the point leader, Greg Biffle, gets caught up in a big jam when a truck spins in front of him off one of the corners at that racetrack. It's hard to figure out which one's which there.
4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody got slowed up. He got slowed up.
Line. He's real fortunate right there. That could have been a lot worse than it was.
Actually, it didn't come out of that too bad at all.
Rob Morgan in the 46 is the first one to go around, as we shall see in this second view of that particular incident.
That's the turn in the middle of the front straightaway.
Yeah.
Hey, can we have Dick Trickle on the hot seat sometime?
Absolutely.
He has got some real good stories to tell.
Somebody just got turned around and it's going to block the track. And
somebody, it was 46.
46.
Yeah, that's the guy it was.
I just said that a second ago.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the guy it was.
Glad to see you're all paying attention.
You got on us a little bit. Johnny wanted to commentate.
Greg Biffle's problems would get worse at lap number 142 when he goes for a ride into the wall. We take a look.
Yeah, he's racing with Mike Bliss here, and that's his teammate, and his teammate clears him, and then Setzer gets on the inside of him, and man, he almost saved this truck, but went up.
He bumped a little bit, but I think what had happened, reason why he spun was the left rear tire went down on him, and because it was just a nice slow, you know, just he would have caught that if the left rear wasn't down.
But we saw a bunch of instances.
Yeah.
A bunch of times the guys got out of that bottom lane, and it must really be a lot slicker up there because they were all in trouble once they got up there.
Jimmy had instances.
Right.
Thank you. Jimmy Hensley led most of the way, but had not yet made a pit stop. At lap 172, Andy Houston gets turned around, and Hensley will take the opportunity to go for some fresh Goodyears. First, the spin.
Houston spins here and brings out the caution. This is a deal where Louisville is not conducive for three-wide racing, and in this instance here, he gets spun out. But my point is, the reason why I'm talking, because I got something to say that's important, and that is Hensley hadn't pitted because the crew had been, the rain was threatening. All day long they had heard, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, so they kept staying out. Never rained. Some guys that were really good early in the race got tires, and they knew they weren't going to win if they didn't get them. So
Hensley pits, gets rights. About 8 laps later, Stacy Compton gets sent spinning. Hensley pits, gets left.
Gets left. He had a great truck.
Very good truck.
Wasn't it fun to watch old Jimmy Hensley out there?
Oh, it's really good racing on the restarts with the
rest of them?
No. Joe Ruttman.
Yeah.
Joe Ruttman would get him on the restart, then Hensley would drive back around a couple laps later. Go ahead, Alan. What was next?
That gives the lead to Mike Bliss, who leads into the final laps. A caution sets up a short sprint to the checkers, and the roller derby begins.
This last 10, 15 laps was great. I mean, they had some really good racing, and you know
what does all this great racing? It's the rule that you can only do 2 tires at a time, and people just, you know, on different tire schedules makes the trucks all run different speeds, and you can see Hensley back there in 5th right now at this point. But then look at this competition for the win. Bliss gets a little bit wide. Sauter gets under him. Mike Wallett's in there fighting. Bliss sideways.
Bliss is just hanging on, it looks like. You know, he's slipping and sliding, getting bumped around, shoved around.
He's on the oldest tires.
And he's going to get bumped and shoved around a lot before the checker flag,
it just made for some great racing.
It made for great racing unless you were Mike Bliss.
Yeah.
Right here when they try to take him 3 wide, he finally gets spun around.
And then watch, Biffle almost gets him. I mean, he's
Biffle
already
did
had a
get
bad
him.
day.
Biffle
caught the back there. And
Biffle, boy, that Oakwood Hogan truck. Right Biffle wrecked the truck in practice. That was a 2-truck weekend, but Jay Sauter was there at the end and gets his first win of the year.
Did a terrific job. Sauter around the bottom when it counted most. And just signed up to run a Busch Series car next year.
Yes, he is. That's exciting news. I'm glad to see Jay Sauter moving into the Busch Series. Mike Bliss wound up 11th after that last lap wreck. Biffle, the point leader, down to 14th. Look at there, the Oakwood home Chevy up to 16th.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We thought we'd finish 18th, but we got a couple there.
There you go. Sprague finished in 5th. And so the championship standings, in which Biffle led by just a few points going into the event, he's now out of the lead. Sprague up by 24, Setzer is 44 back. Just 2 races to go for the trucks. They're in Texas this coming Friday night. When we come back, question of the week. Stick around.
Way for Cyberdale. It is knock knock out of my way. Rabid pack of pit bulls doing the jackhammer waltz. NASCAR 2000 EA Sports. It's in the game.
Get the latest on the Packers from the man who knows them best. Don't miss Inside 1265, the Ring Road Show.
Sunday mornings at 9:30 on MSC.
It's not easy being a kid anymore.
They just shoot. They don't care who gets in the way. I know I could get killed. I'm afraid to go to school.
Sometimes it's hard to see what's really going on in kids' lives. Maybe it's time for all of us to take a closer look. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT to find out what you can do.
I don't want to die.
When you first hear the diagnosis, breast cancer, it's every woman's worst nightmare. A mammogram is the most effective method of screening. Mammograms can detect cancer several years before you can even find it yourself in your breast. And that's why I feel it's so imperative for women to pursue breast self-exam, mammography, and a yearly exam with your physician.
You know, Malkin's Carpet Max is Milwaukee's new way to buy flooring. Their nationwide buying power means low prices every day. Best selection, lowest prices, and service that assures quality every time. Ask Malkin's Carpet Max about their unique maximum guarantee no-fault protection plan. Carpet, vinyl, hardwood flooring, ceramic tile, and area rugs. Malkin's Carpet Max is changing the way Milwaukee shops for flooring with great values every step of the way. Malkin's Carpet Max. Floor covering is their business, and nobody does it better.
MSC, the ultimate sports connection.
This week's Nuts and Bolts is brought to you by Purolator. Pure oil now, pure oil later. Purolator.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds, crew chief for the number 31 Lowe's Chevrolet Monte Carlo on the Winston Cup circuit. Like a lot of things on our race cars, something that's very similar to your passenger car if you have a manual transmission is the way the clutch is engaged. This is a manual clutch, a lot like on your car. The driver pushes the pedal, it pushes this rod, it engages this Z-bar, it pushes against the clutch fork, it engages the clutch. Now, a lot of race teams has went to a new hydraulic clutch where hydraulic fluid is engaged, and that's what engages the clutch. With this Lowe's Monte Carlo, we just feel a little safer with the old type of manual clutch. Now, one difference is that after 500 miles, or in our case, one race, we'll replace our clutch every race, where yours will go a whole lot further than that.
Stay tuned for the next Nuts and Bolts, brought to you by Purolator.
And time now for, if we dare on a live show, Question of the Week, which comes from Bel Air, Ohio. Marion Meager wants to know, when you see sparks under a Winston Cup car, does it mean it's bottoming out, and does that slow the car down? This is fairly innocent, isn't it?
Yes, it does mean that, and then you saw Schrader qualifying. He bottomed out in it, so it definitely slows him down.
This is tailpipes right here. Everybody runs real soft springs, and there's a bunch, obviously, big bumps in the backstretch of Low Speedway.
Yeah, and when it hits, that slows them down just a little bit, but by being soft and having the car down and a smaller mass through the air, that speeds them up a little bit. So we think it's a trade-off.
Yeah, Daytona and Talladega is where it really slows you down.
But then again, like Kenny said, you want the car as low as you can. So if you run 2.5 miles and it bottoms out twice, but yet you've got the car extra low for the 2.5 mile run.
Is there a formula here that you've got worked out?
Formula. You're on, old tire.
Okay.
That wasn't good. Let's do it again.
All right.
We're live.
We're live this time.
Oh yeah, that's
What
right.
time is it?
It's 7:50
p.m.
Is it dark out?
The commercial break. We'll come back in a minute and preview this weekend's race.
We were all over that.
Talladega. Oh yeah, all over that one.
Question for our drivers, mail it to us at Napa Question of the Week, Post Office Box 240417, Charlotte, North Carolina 28224, or email us at www.speedvision.com.
Used to be, if I want something done right, I called me. It worked. Until I tried to quit smoking. I needed more than me. I got Nicorette. Nicorette helped me 2 ways. I used it on a regular schedule to help prevent my cravings, and for unexpected cravings, I was ready with an extra piece. I used to be a slave to cigarettes. Nicorette helped me hang on, helped me win. Now that I'm nicotine-free, I gotta tell you, it feels good to win.
Now, Nicorette is available in mint. What a refreshing choice. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
Hey, Dale, I'm looking for a special gift for a friend. You got any great ideas?
Eli, I've got the perfect gift for a race fan. It's a copy of my dad's new book, Dale Earnhardt, Determined.
Boy, that is beautiful. What's in it?
Everything you ever want to know about my dad. From his early years in Kannapolis all the way to his thrilling Daytona 500 victory. There's even a family section in there with me.
Folks, this is the perfect gift for any fan of Dale Earnhardt. You get an inside look at this great driver in the only authorized book available. It includes the business of racing, Dale and the great outdoors, his career highs and lows, plus the best photography available, all for only $49.95. This coffee table book is a must for any collector and is sure to appreciate over the years.
And besides, it's the only book he likes to autograph.
Remember, this book is not available in bookstores and is sure to sell out. Reserve your copy today. Credit card holders call 1-800-234-9287 or send check or money order to the address shown.
When precision, quality, and speed count, depend on Craftsman. When you need the power of a wrench with the speed of a ratchet, reach for the Craftsman Quick Wrench. The Craftsman Quick Wrench's unique open-end design lets you ratchet around fasteners. There's no need to reposition. Every quick wrench is up to 30% longer than conventional wrenches. That means extra leverage, more torque, and extended reach for tight spaces. Like other Craftsman hand tools, the Quick Wrench is guaranteed forever. Craftsman makes anything possible.
1 year ago at Talladega, Dale Jarrett celebrates a $1 million win, taking the Winston 500. The Winston Cup car is back at the world's fastest speedway this weekend, and we preview it now with our expert panel, Michael Waltrip, Johnny Benson, and Ken Schrader. We start with a spin around the 2 2/3 mile Talladega Superspeedway.
Well, going into turn 1, this is qualifying. This is the roughest part of the weekend because you just beating and banging and slamming the bottom of the racetrack, and the car's bottoming out something terrible. And we completely changed our cars after qualifying for race. Back straightaway takes forever to get down.
It sure does. It seems like it's forever anyhow. And this weird about this track is you don't really necessarily have to be right on the bottom. You can kind of just cruise around there, and you try to find the smoothest place instead of necessarily right on the bottom. There isn't. I said you just look for it. And it is bumpy though, and we are glad that it's over with when it comes time for the race.
Mike's not joining in this time.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I'm writing down what we've learned.
Come through the trial, we'll hear. It's the trickiest part.
Yeah. You're doing good, Alan. That's pretty good.
Well, you know, you listen to enough of this stuff over the years.
Yeah, you know. It is the trickiest part.
It is trickiest part. That's right.
Really is.
It's not bad qualifying. Hardly, you don't wreck much qualifying. But boy, when they put them other 42 cars out there, it gets messy.
Yeah, what happens then? I can't figure that out.
The track must not be slick enough. You think that's it? The track's not slick enough because...
It surely is bumping up.
Yeah, because we don't allow enough room.
Sometimes we have the big wreck. Sometimes we get away without it.
Let's hope it doesn't.
What's the difference between the two?
Lane changes.
Yeah.
Luck.
Just basically everybody wrecks going down the straightaway, getting into the corners, and jockeying for position, or people running people in the grass, or whatever it takes.
Yep. Just one little bump, and I mean, you know, just a bump. And that starts the one car, and if that car's 10th in line, and there's 30 more behind him, and all the smoke starts, they're not all coming through. It's just not going to happen.
Winston Noble 5 race this Sunday. Jeff and Ward Burton, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, and Kevin LePage can collect the $1 million bonus with the win. And we'll be back next Monday night at 7 Eastern Time here on Speed Vision to talk all about it. Stick around. We're coming back in a minute.
It's a story about a man and a bear. Together they learned. They grew. They faced a long winter with little food. After that, it's just a story about a bear.
Ready for your own outdoor adventure? Enter Napa's Great Outdoor Adventure Sweepstakes and Sale. You could win a '99 Chevy Silverado, a Kawasaki ATV, or one of over 5,000 Poulan chainsaws. Enter at a participating Napa Auto Parts store today.
What would you have if you took the fastest growing sport in America today, added millions of fans of races all across the U.S., over 100 million more fans on radio and TV, and gave them a spectacular entertainment value, filled with rising superstars, incredibly fast racing, and competition that's as good as it gets? You'd have the NASCAR Busch Series. The NASCAR Busch Series. This is NASCAR.
This has been a special presentation of Speed Vision on Fox Sports Net.
NASCAR calendar for the weekend. Friday night, the Craftsman Truck Series at the Texas Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly 300. The Winston 500 Sunday at Talladega for the NASCAR Winston Cup cars.
ARCA race Saturday at Talladega.
Are you going to run?
No, but we're going to have a car there
You
with
could
Kenny
win.
Wallace. But you join us Thursday night at 8 p.m., and your guest is going to be my teammate?
Kenny Wallace. Hopefully he shows up.
Yes. Oh.
You know how he forgets things.
Yeah.
And then Monday night, we'll be back here on Speed Vision to talk all about it. Okay. What are you working on over there? You've had my pen and one of my pieces.
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
He's been kind of downgrading us just a little bit and trying to take over the show because he
wins a
big
Busch
on his high horse. He won the race this week, and now he's making us list of things to do.
I'm doing this for your benefit. Thank you. When Daryl was on here, he said it's an entertaining show, but we don't really give out any useful information. And he did
said
say
that, really?
He
Can't
said
believe that.
Yeah, he said
Wow.
that. And I wrote down a few things that we've covered that you know now, you fans. Where are we at? Camera 2? Camera 3? Camera 1.
Camera 1.
You know now because of watching this show. First of all, when it's slick, there's not many yellows because we're scared. You learned that today. If they pinch you down, you can't make the pass.
It's harder to. We can't
complete the pass. So it's harder. Some of those guys can, but we can't. And we're your panel, so.
Our show.
The tunnel turn at Pocono is the one with the tunnel under it. You go in your pants.
No, my pants.
We go in our.
You do.
Most people go in their pants. There
race
should
car,
be an
thank
out of
you.
bounds. There should be an out of bounds, and this weekend I think that'll be discussed a lot. And they put the walls too close to the track, and then they put a turn right at the end of the straightaway where you're going the fastest. So you see a lot of wrecks because of that. And this is just a start. And as we do the show,
We're going to keep adding to it.
we're going to make our list longer and longer.
Yep.
And so Daryl, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, I'm sorry I missed all that. And another thing is, Johnny and I sit real close together because we like each other.
Yeah, there you go. And you didn't shower for 4 weeks, but then you finished the race.
Yeah, thank God.
Johnny knows I showered.
Yeah. He won a race.
You have now. That's right.
You even put perfume on.
In sort of seriousness,
yes, sir.
Congratulations on Saturday, and thanks to all of you for being here. It's not an easy thing to run a 500-mile race, and I appreciate you making the effort.
It's all about commitment.
Is that right?
That's all.
That's right. We're glad it's on a 7.
He doesn't have the bags under his eyes this week. Maybe winning does that to you.
He does better at night. He's not too good in the morning.
I'm nocturnal.
Kenny Wallace, Thursday night. We're back next Monday night to talk about Talladega. Thanks for watching. See ya.
NASCAR's Inside Winston Cup has been brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Drivers and crew apparel are provided by Chase Authentics, the authentic trackside apparel of NASCAR. Drivers, race teams, and race fans. The 1999 Team Simpson catalog is now available. For more information, call 1-800-71-RACIN or visit the Simpson website at simpsonraceproducts.com and join Team Simpson today. Attention Prime Star subscribers. Speed Vision is only available on direct broadcast satellite from DirecTV. Speed Vision is not available on the Dish Network.
Fox Sports News Primetime. Your Sunday night source for all the day's NFL action. Catch Keith, Kevin, NFL